Mics are on, bruh. Oh, Mikey emits. Is that who that is?
Yep, that's me.
Hello, Mikey emits. Hello. You beautiful soul, you. We're on TT. We're on IG. I'm here. You're with me. Let's go. If you have a question, drop it down below because this beautiful soul is going to read them out loud to this beautiful soul. So you, beautiful soul, share your energy with this beautiful soul, and she'll filter it to make sure it is beautiful soul with this beautiful soul.
Woo! Heck yeah.
It's a good day, man. I just feel great. It's been an amazing life. I want to cry tears of joy because my life has been so freaking amazing and so beautiful. So thank you for being here with me. Thanks for sharing in this beautiful energy of this realm. I believe that we're in a realm, an energetic realm that we can gather from. And then with that, we just live it up, man.
Oh, we got the first question.
Oh my God, we got the first question. Hello there.
So, Anshu, super cool, said, how to take energy, bro.
How to take energy? Well, first you got to bend over, make sure it's lubed. I'm playing, dog. Chill out. What's the name?
Anshu.
Anshu. Oh, Anshu. Oh. You're always taking in energy, homie. Everything's energy. Everything. My voice is energy. My voice is sound waves traversing through the realm itself, which is energy in motion. You hearing my voice is energy, and you're taking it in. All right, stop taking in energy. Stop taking in my voice. You can't. So you are always taking in energy. Always, with every breath. Even when you breathe, there's nutrients in the air. Most people are unaware of this. Most people are ignorant, right? They ignorant. Most people are ignorant to the fact that there is dust particles in the air that break off from the trees, which have nutrients in it. So just breathing gives you nutrients. Am I saying that you can just live off of the pollen of the air? No, bro, chill. I'm not saying that. Chill. I'm just saying start being aware that there is nutrients in the air. So whenever you go into the forest or the woods and you start breathing in, you're automatically taking in the particles of the trees. So the trees are affecting your body. So you're always taking in energy. You're never not taking in energy. The thing to do is start engaging and proactively taking in the energy versus passively taking in the energy. So that way you can utilize your energy and sustain the energy so you're not depleted of energy. You get what I'm saying? Where are they on? TT or IG? You know what I'm saying, bro? Great question, though. Hope that helps. It probably opens a bunch of other questions, like open up to like other doors and stuff like that. So, yeah. What you got?
So, fake name asks, what's your ethnicity / background, brother?
What's your ethnicity? Well, my background is stairs. Okay, that's my background. My ethnicity, I don't care about that stuff. Who cares? I'm human, okay? Do you have blood? I have blood. Do you have lungs? I have lungs. Do you have two hearts? I have two hearts. I mean, human. Humans have one heart or two hearts.
One.
You have one heart. I have one heart. Right? We're in this together. It doesn't matter. This is BS that they try to do to divide you. Okay? You need air. You need fresh water. You need vitamin A through mineral zinc. No matter what your skin color is, how curly or straight your hair is, no matter what region you were born in, humans are 99.99999% the same. But they want to focus on the 0.001% that they're different, and that's what the wars come from, the division. Anytime there's division, there's lack of power. Anything that's divided loses power. What's your ethnicity? I'm human. Oh, I thought you were white. I thought you were this. I thought you were Brazilian. I thought you were black. I thought you were... It doesn't matter. I still need air. I still breathe. I still drink liquids. I still intake substance, from time to time. And when you focus on that, you actually come into power because you see how you're everything versus dividing. I never think about that's not even the thought in my head. You want to live in power? Quit it with the ethnicity stuff. That's how you lose. I didn't name the ethnicity. Every ethnicity that you know for the primary point of what it actually is a colloquial from colonizers or other people naming it because you're still speaking in their tongue and not even your own. So Ethiopians, I'm not Ethiopian, right? I'm not. But I'm pretty sure Ethiopians don't call themselves Ethiopians. I'm sure that somebody else gave them that name of Ethiopian. I'm sure if you go to their native tongue and you hear how they sound, they will say that name differently. Even if it's still Ethiopian, they'll probably say it in a different tone, like a cadence. So when you start taking these names, you start seeing the divide. When you're divided, the power escapes. I'm everything, bro. I'm a girl. I'm a woman. I'm a man. I'm a kid. I'm old. I'm XY. I'm XX. I'm XYZ. I'm everything. And because I take that in, I can have and harness the power within me. I know it probably went over a lot of people's head, but I'm talking, stop being divided. Who cares about your ethnicity? Was that TT or IG?
That was IG.
IG as well. Who cares about your ethnicity? I don't. I'll never ask you about your ethnicity because I don't care. If you're hot, and I'm attracted to you. If you're not, you're not. And it doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I won't be your brother just because you're from a certain country. Like, oh yeah, my brother, because you're Ethiopian, you're from the UK, you're whatever. I don't make decisions based off that because it's the weakest position to make a decision based off of. Show me your character, show me your life, show me your energy, show me how much you love, show me how much you give, and then I can embrace you and we can do this together. I'll never ask you about your ethnicity. I don't care. Because you and your people didn't even make the name that hangs over your head anyway. That was a given name. I promise you, if you go to the region where the people originate from, the Aborigines, they don't call themselves that. I've been to South America, man. Everyone speaks Spanish. But whenever you actually go into the people, there's sub-tribes. And they have a whole different language. And they speak a whole different tone. They don't care about Portuguese or Spanish. They speak their native tongue. But people will call them Colombian. People will call them Brazilian. People will call them Costa Rican or whatever. But they're that people. And they don't even speak in the structure of Latin, evolved Latin. They speak with different tonalities and stuff like that. You'll learn that when you travel the world, you start to see these, like just in, I think Vietnam alone, there's over 60 different ethnicities. But you're Vietnamese. That's a whitewash reduction. Getting off the topic, moving on, let's go. Next question!
So user on TT said, facts, you got a good point.
I love
Lake
you guys.
said 100, 100, 100.
I
And
love you, TT.
JJJ from TT said, what?
Check.
Mikey, what do you think about multidimensions?
What do I think about multidimensional? Everything's multidimensional. You see multidimensional as something that's not here. Multidimensional is what's here. Height, width, depth. We're in multiple dimensions right now. That's how I'm able to move and I can jump. I'm like a platform, right? I can go up, down, side to side. I can go everywhere. This is the multidimension. And in that dimension, there's also temperature. There's also time. There's also, what else? Texture, touch, feel, all this. There's all these things. This is the multidimension. But a lot of people hate their lives so much, they're trying to dimension hop and trying to hop over there because they don't like where they are now, not even understanding they're in the dimension. You can't go anywhere, bro. This is it. You can go somewhere in your imagination, play, but one day you have to open your eyes again, and then ta-da, here you are. So you might as well make this dimension that you're in because this is the multi-dimension as freaking amazing as you can. Get some chandeliers for your house, man. Get some stairs. Get some beautiful little baby Sashis to read the comments for you. Make this. This is the multi-dimension. No more escapism, man. No more calling this the Matrix. Those are for losers. Those are for weak people. Matrix attack. No. You just don't pay your bills, and that's why they shut your phone off. It's not an attack from the Matrix. No, you just stayed up all night doom scrolling, and you did nothing with your energy, but you gave your energy away. So now when you go into the real world, you have no power because you didn't keep your energy. You didn't even formulate into your body. You gave it away for like a meme. You're speaking memes. You don't even speak in reality. You're speaking memes. This is the dimension. This is heaven. This is the realm. This is the place. This is where it's at. Embrace it. Take everything you can to embrace this life, embrace this dimension. This is it. Because wherever you go, there you are. You go to a different dimension, guess what? You'll be the same person, doing the same stuff. You'll lose it here, you'll be a loser there.
Which, there's a great question. Bro said from
Broseph?
Broseed?
Brocephius, yes. From where?
CED, from IG. Said,
from IG.
What's the purpose of life?
The purpose of life. Can somebody in the comments tell me what is the purpose of life? I've said this so many times. What is the purpose of life? What is the purpose of life? Drop it in the comments, guys. Do you know what the purpose of life is? What's the purpose of life? All right, 3, 2, 1. Pistols down, baby.
Zola said, be happy.
No, being happy has nothing to do with the purpose of life.
Isaac.
But Zola at least tried. What, on IG or TT?
On TT.
Zola at least tried, unlike some people like, yeah, just tell me the answer.
One Up said to seek yourself.
To seek yourself. How could you seek yourself? Because you're already here. Seeking is
Zola said, understanding yourself.
Understanding yourself. I love you, Zola. Zola keeps coming in with it, baby. Let's go.
Isaac said,
this ain't Zola. This is Zola.
Isaac.
We ain't antidepressant. We're pro-present. You know what I'm saying? We ain't antidepressant. We are pro-presence. Oh, what else? What we got?
Isaac from IG said, it's beautiful being able to experience this life.
It is, bro. This is it.
C Dubs on TT said, living life.
C Dubs. To live life. That's it. That's the purpose of life. It's to live it. That's it. That's all you can do here. You can't do anything else. You can try to stack money or get fast cars or get girls or get guys or whatever you want to do and have sugar daddy, sugar mama, boo, sugar babies, woo. But no matter what, those are just subcategories of living life. Just live. The purpose is to live. So you want to engage as much as possible. What makes you engage? What puts you in? What locks you into reality? Not, okay, let me just I need to rest because, oh my God, life is so hard to pay this phone bill and this, oh my, rent and all this other stuff. Because whatever you believe you have. Okay, you believe it's hard? Okay, yeah, you're going to face it. Oh, I need to decompress and like chill my mind, so let me just doom scroll. You're disengaging from this reality, from these things. You're tired because you're disengaging in reality, not because you've been engaging with reality. Reality is reciprocal. It gives you energy. So the more, how do you guys think I'm here? Why do I have so much energy? It's been nearly 280 days since I've actually consumed a meal. Now, of course, I have living powder, I have drinks, I have liquids, I have all that stuff. I even ate like a piece of the chicken brain the other day, like a little like bite size and stuff like that. I shared that with you guys. But there ain't no way, because even people who eat every single day don't have this much energy. Where am I getting this energy from? No supplements, no roids, no stimulants. Well, I do drink some coffee, but it ain't this. It ain't doing this, bro. Yeah. Where am I getting this from? From engaging in reality. The more you engage in reality, the more it gives you life because it wants to play. But most people are so weak they just fall over like, and then they just have their life taken from them because they're not living. Life is very resourceful and it's conscious and it's looking. If you're going to tune out, it's going to take its life back. It doesn't want you here. Life is like, why are you here, bro? You're not even going to live? Okay, cool. I'll start taking it from you. And you'll age and you'll be sapped. I'm like nearly 40. And here I am jumping like a little kid, like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Haven't eaten in 200 something days. Ah! I can't get enough because life is continuously feeding me. Second by second, moment by moment. Because I'm engaging it because that's what life is. Life has always been that. Life will always be that. So the purpose of life is to live. So find out where the life is. Find out where you get more energy from. And it's not your freaking arts and crafts hobby projects. Because artists and hobbyists are the most drained. Look at their face, dude. It's seeking validation. That's what art is. Listen to my music, bro. Isn't it? Isn't it Ghana? Isn't it Ghana? Ghana, isn't it? Isn't it Ghana? Slap her on the butt. When you live life and you're actually engaged in real life, it gives you energy. That's how I go days without sleep, because I'm engaging in life. It took me years to understand what life actually is. I played guitar for like 20 years plus. Contorted my spine because I played guitar so much. My spine's twisted because I played that much guitar and made music. Still took my life from me. It's not your arts and crafts. It's not your hobby. It's not any of this. It's engaging conscientiously in this reality and in this realm. And when you do that, it will give you your energy back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, check this out.
A lot of people are like, is that your daughter?
Huh?
Is that your daughter?
My daughter? That's how beautiful she is. People think she's a teenager. Can I see you? And you, both of y'all. Y'all are both gorgeous. So back to what I was saying. Right? Right? I was in the woods with the locals here the other day. They're like, how old is she? They thought she was a teenager. I'm like, bro, she's 31. Get out of here! Don't be stealing my shine, bro. Okay, cool. Check this out. This is me as a 19-year-old. Can I show you here? Where's the freaking glare at? Right there. And there's me yesterday. 1937. 1937. Probably needs to just do this right here, bro. There we go. 19 years old. I'm a 19-year-old man. Not a kid, not like a little baby kid. I'm a 19-year-old man. 1937. I got my energy back. I got my life back. I stopped aging. Yes, I'm older. Yes, I'm mature. I'm not trying to not age. I'm not worried about getting old. I don't care about that. But I'm saying that's proof. That's proof. That's proof. 1937. Nearly 20 years have passed. And I look like my teenage self. Last year of teenage, right? 19. Like the last year ending off. But nonetheless, a teenager. 19. How was I sustained throughout 20 years of my life? Especially if I move this much, I'm always like, because I found what life is. And when you actually know what life is, life gives you more life. Life gives you more life the more you engage with life, because you're actually playing with life. And that's why life wants you alive. That's why it gave you life, so it can play with you. So you guys can do stuff. But if you're not engaging in life, your life's taken from you. So the amount of energy you have shows you. It's the evidence. It's the indicator. Have you been engaging with life or not? If you're tired, you haven't been engaging with life.
Which, by the way, Zola said, Mikey, you look younger than last month. No lie.
Yeah. I can't express how good I feel all the time, man. I can't express how good I feel all the time, man.
Yeah.
This is why I have so much love in my life, because the girls can't keep up with me, man. They get tired before I do. Like the other month, I had a, I don't know what you want to call her, man. Lover, partner, girlfriend, whatever. She's like young. She's like on the younger side. And she couldn't keep up with me. She's like, how do y'all, she would ask Sasha and Lay, she's like, how do y'all do it? She's like, we trade off. Because I have so much energy all the time. It's just like I have so much energy. So, yeah. Sasha's over there smiling. She's smirking because she knows exactly what I'm talking about. I can't say it here on the internet, but you got to get what I'm saying. Like, he doesn't stop. It's never ending. Never ending! Never ending, bro!
Toga Man said, Grand Rising from the UK, brother.
Toga Man, Grand Rising from the UK, brother. Hey, Toga Man, IG or TT?
IG.
IG, yo, Toga Man, what up, dog? How's it going? Yeah. Hey, bro. Hey, look. Hit me up, gut nut. Isn't it illegal to have organs in the UK, like to eat organs? Like, can you guys get heart there and like liver and stuff like that? Because some person hit me up today and they're like, it's illegal to get organs in the UK from like cow organs and heart and stuff like that. I'm like, what? Bro, I'm sure they have liver, dude. All right. Yeah. As Toga Man saying that.
Josh Atherall
on IG or TT?
On IG said, Mikey, I bought the guide and been following it to great success, so I thank you for that. But
hey,
why do you think rice is bad?
I don't think rice is bad. Can you take a screenshot of their thing?
Yeah.
So back to what I was saying.
Tone said sup.
Sup, bro? How you doing? Yeah. So, guys, if you've gotten the guide, comment down below your thoughts on it. I've never had a person apply the guide and not go into superpower mode. It's going to challenge all your beliefs. If you're a vegan, it's going to challenge you. If you're a carnivore, it's going to challenge you. If you're a breatharian, it's going to challenge you. Because I'm not in any of that crap. I'm not in any little social group. I don't need a vegan card or a breatharian card or a fruitarian card or a carnivore card. I'm not in your group, bro. I don't care to be in your group. I have my own name, okay? I have my own life, right? I don't need this thing associated or tagged with me. I don't worship the sun. The sun's my bee. The sun gives me shine, okay? You get what I'm saying? I don't worship the sun. I'm not a sun god. I'm just living life to the highest, right? And I found out that when I participate in these specific activities, it gives me this vibrance you guys see. If you guys go on somebody's live or their whatever, okay, their podcast or live, and you watch their interview and they're like, yeah, yeah, Carnivore's the way. Okay. Not meant vegans it. Where's your life, bro? Why aren't they exploding at the scene? Why are they so low energy? Wasn't that a thing back in the presidential election, like low energy or something like that? Was it Trump saying that about Jeb Bush, like low energy, bro? Where's the energy at? Where's the hype? Right? Your diet's so great, right? You're carnivore and your meat's so great. Where's the hype? Why are you so low? Why are you look like you're taking a nap, bro? Why aren't your vegetables causing explosion in your body? Not your colon, not your poo-poo hole, not that kind of explosion, but in your life and your vibrance. So when I participate in these specific things, it gives me the highest form of energy. Guess what? Rice ain't that, homie. You intake rice, that energy will go down. Mainly because of what it's eaten with and how it's grown, the arsenic and all this other stuff, right? So in the guide, I'm not saying that rice is bad. I'm just saying it's not the highest. I only focus on the highest. I don't care. Is this bad or that? I don't care about. I never even think about bad because I'm too focused on the good. Hear me, guys. That's $1 million right there. Hear me. Hear me. I don't think about I don't care about what's bad. Because I only care about what's good. I don't need to know what's bad if I know what's good. I don't need to know what's bad if I'm just focused on the good. Yeah, but rice is good. Yeah, but it's not the best. I don't care about good. I care about the best. Okay, this is the best. No, there's better. And I keep climbing the freaking rungs and reaching higher and higher. And that's how I'm like this. It's undeniable. If I was to tell you, well, yeah, rice is bad, but I didn't have a freaking crazy 6-pack or abs or whatever it is, 4-pack technically, 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess 5, 6, then don't listen to me. If my face was aging and I looked old, most people my age, they look like they're saggy, skinny, they got grays and all this other stuff. Bro, again, here we go. 19-year-old self, me at 19. I'll brighten this freaking screen for you. It's the brightest it could be, okay? 19 years old, me at 19. 20 years later, nearly, 37 years old. 19, 37, 19. If I was aged, if I didn't have muscular development, if I didn't have all this energy, if I didn't have vibrance, even if you don't believe me, you can feel me. Even you probably eat behind the scenes. I don't need to lie, bro, because this life is so awesome. Why would I lie? I feel too good. Even if you didn't believe me, you can feel like, well, bro has a lot of energy. More energy than people sniffing workout salts or whatever. I don't know what there's some sort of workout salt. I don't do any of that stuff. No supplements. No, I don't even care to even know the name. Because that's why focus on what's not the best. I don't care about your sniffing salts. I don't care about your stuff. I don't care. What's going to bring me into the highest entity of life itself? Rice doesn't make the cut. It's cool. Maybe later you can eat it if you want to try it, but you're going to eat it and you'll be like, oh yeah, it actually does bring me down. When I fill myself with the things that are the highest and the best, I can only have the highest and the best. I can only become the highest and the best. I can only live the highest and the best. But if I fill myself with like particles of trash here and there and stuff like that, I'm like, oh, okay, I got some energy, but it's not as much as I was experiencing. So when you live the guide, you can clearly see the difference when you stop living the guide. I get that all the time. People are like, man, Mike, I was doing the guide for like 5 months. I felt amazing, but then I took like a month off. I'm like, it hit me so hard. I felt it like, bro, like I just became sluggish, thought fog. I was eating rice, all this other stuff. I'm like, yeah, I see a huge difference. Okay, well, stop. Get back onto the best. Go focus on 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 the best. And rice is not the best. It's not. There's better. It's okay. You're not going to like fall over and die if you eat some rice. But I'm saying there's like, why fill myself with something cheap? Why not make every single thing in my life the best? It's not even expensive either. I'm not saying I go and buy freaking caviar. I'm not even saying you got to go buy an expensive thing. I'm saying just don't eat that because you need room in your stomach for this. Well, Mikey, what is this? What do you eat? Get the guide. Don't tell you. Quit being lazy. Get up. Try. Put out some effort. Read the guide. Go watch my videos. No, just tell me. Look, you're a baby. You're spoon-fed. I'm daddy, right? Mamas baby the kids, but daddies make them into a man. I'm not mama. Right? You can say all day, like, but you got those pecs, bro. Come on. But like, no, I'm not mama. I'm daddy. There's a huge difference. Daddies make their sons tough, rite of passage, manhood. I'm not mama. Go to somebody else. Get them to read your astrology or something like that. They can go be mama. I'm not mama. I don't breastfeed you. I don't spoon feed you. Get up and do something with your life. Quit being so freaking weak. Just make it happen. If you can't do it today, then start heading in the direction of. Every excuse pulls your diaper up more and more and more. Every excuse you don't have, take your diaper off. Take off the diaper, quit being a baby and go and live. So easy. All right, next question.
Awesome. So Andre, it could be Andre, but it says Andres. What brought you to this lifestyle?
Andres from where? IG or TT?
IG.
Okay. IG have all the questions today. Wow.
Well, actually, TikTok. I mean, TT has a lot of stuff too. Nathan said, "Love you, Mikey. Good night." He probably.
Oh, I love you. Oh, Nathan's on my snap. He's like, "Oh, I love you so much, Mikey. Oh my God. I love you too, Nate.
And Zola, I'll ask your question next after.
Yeah. All right. Cool. Yeah. So what brought me to this life, right? Why wouldn't I come to this life? If I can live a more unlimited life, a more powerful life, a more wealthier life, a more explosive life, why would I not go in that direction? How weak and manipulated do I have to be to say like, oh, this life is better and not choose it? Why would I? It's like a moth to the flame. If I see pleasure and beauty and joy and happiness and wealth and success, why not be like, heck yeah, and go to it? Why would it be like, no, how manipulated would a person have to be? I just kept choosing life. And what do you mean, how did I end up here? I just chose life. Like, hey, this looks better. Okay, cool. Hey, this looks even better than that. All right, cool. Hey, this looks even better than that. And I kept going. Like, bam, now I'm here. Very easy. You gotta choose life, homie.
So Zola from TT asked, do you believe in people being left-brained more logical, or right-brained, meaning more creative?
Everybody is born somewhere under the stars, and they have different personalities, different mannerisms and traits and characteristics and stuff like that. And the purpose of life is to find the fullness of the axis. Okay, so you have an axis that divides the poles, right? The axis is the middle point. Left brain versus right brain, right? This is my right side. So if you see the tattoo, right side. So if you ever see me comparison with my comparison photos, sometimes the tattoo's on the right side, sometimes it's on the left side. Tattoo's on the right side. Sometimes I take a photo in a mirror, which reflects my image. It makes it on the left side. It's a mirror, guys, okay? So just, people don't know how mirrors work in 2026. Okay, but your purpose is not to engage what you're strong in, but it's to stretch yourself into the fullness of the pole, and you cover the entirety of the axis point. So that way, yes, if you're primarily logical, then branch out into things that you wouldn't normally do into the creativity part. If you're normally creative, then branch yourself over there into being logical. Nail yourself on the cross in a sense. Reach both sides. Be in total horizon. Be the total thing. Extend yourself as high as you can up. Extend your roots as deep as you can go down. Be deep. Be shallow. Put your head in the clouds. Put your feet in the dirt. Expand to the east and the west, and embody the fullness of life. It's going to take years to do this, but that's what you want to grow into. Because if you don't, you get stagnant. When you're stagnant, you're rigid. When you're rigid, you have rigor mortis because you're no longer living. To live, you have to expand at a sustainable rate. Woo!
And
Lay, you making coffee?
David.
Lay. You making coffee? Yeah, please.
David from IG said, does your guide go into how to do the 200+ day fast?
No, because that's stupid. I love David, right?
Yeah, David.
David, I love you. Okay? I love you. But I'm here to shake the world out of their ignorance, out of their inability to comprehend. Every video I ever say, I always put, I'm not fasting. But the world is so blind, mute, and dumb. Dumb in like the old English way, not like, you stupid. I'm like dumb, like they're unable to speak, they're unable to talk, they're unable to comprehend. They're dumb. They're numb. They're numb with a D, right? Because they've been denounced. They've been denied. They de-evolved, deconstructed. They're dumb, numb, numb, dumb, numb, 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 dumb, 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 dumb. They can't even comprehend. And I put in every single video, I am not fasting. I am not fasting. I do not believe in fasting. I don't think a person should fast. I have better results than people who fast, and I don't fast. Do not fast. There's a better way. There's a better way than fasting. Don't fast, don't fast, don't fast, don't fast. And I get people every day, hey, Mikey, teach me how to fast like you. Hey, Mikey, how do I fast 200 days like you're fasting? Hey, Mikey, I just did like an 11-day fast. You'll be so proud of me. Incapable of truly perceiving what I'm saying. I'm saying don't fast. Okay, don't fast. He must really mean to fast, though. I don't. So no, the guy wouldn't teach us fast because fasting's stupid. Why would I deny myself? That's the weak way. That's the poor person. That's the slave. Slaves are denied. I'm not denied. I give myself whatever I want. And when I live in that power, it permeates through my body and it shapes me. Like, I never deny myself. Fasting's stupid. It's self-denial. It's ritualistic in the continuation, the perpetuation of being a slave. They're so weak they have to neglect themselves. No, they have to. They're so weak and they have no power that the only power they have is to say no and resist. Me, I have so much power. I could do whatever I want. I give myself whatever I want. I only get stronger, bigger, better, wiser. It's such a weakness to engage in fasting. So no, my God would never do anything that weak. I tell you, don't fast. Never told anybody to fast. In all my life, in my nearly 40 years on earth, I've never told a person to fast in my entire life. I have fasted before, but I have seen that there are better ways than fasting. I stay euphoric. I stay pleasured all day, all the time. And I feel so good in my body and never have to resist myself or force myself not to eat or, oh my God, my blood sugar's low. Oh my God, I need some salt and some squeeze a lemon. No, I never feel that. It's stupid. They're just perpetuating their own slavery because they live in poverty because they have no actual power or effect in reality. So the only power they can have is to starve themselves because they have no power out here in the real world. But the results, but the autophagy, slave. They need a justification to stay a slave because they can't handle in their comprehension to see the truth of where they are. When they see the actuality of where they are, they'll see them denying themselves is participating in slavery. But when you truly embody godhood, deity, you can have whatever you want. I can eat the donut if I wanted to. I wouldn't get fat. Because it's the power that I have. But why would I do that if I love me? It's all about self-love. If I wouldn't starve my kid. Yeah, it's good for you. These people are manipulated in their mind and they're a slave to fasting to where it's incomprehensible to them. So when they hear me say don't fast, they instantly go to justification. Not seeing with their eyes, I have better results than them. The guy who has better results than you is telling you there's a higher way. But instead of seeing with their eyes, they're offended in their heart and they're blind. Don't be like those blind people. Let them fall to the wayside, man. I don't care. Like, let them fall. They're fooling around anyway. They can't even see in their face that I have better results than them, more energy, more youth, more appearance, more vibrancy. No face filters. I don't use face filters, nothing like that. No teeth whitener on my thing. This is me. This is the real me. This is the super, 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 super duper me. Here I am. Fine lines and all. Don't worry, it's all good. This is really me. This is me right here. And I don't need to fast to get here. I didn't fast to get here. I don't believe in fasting. Fasting's bad. Bad, bad, bad. Class! Say it with me. Fasting bad, okay? The super ripped, muscular guy who can go multiple days without eating is telling you fasting is demonic. Fasting is a lower way. Fasting is incomprehensible, taking effect in people's minds. So if it was an entity, incomprehensible, it's living in people's minds because they cannot perceive that there's a higher way. That's why they suck. That's why their life sucks. Because if your life didn't suck, why would you resist? You only resist if your life sucks. When your life is great, you embrace. The great life embraces all. The sucky life resists because they don't want, I wouldn't resist love with my partners. I wouldn't resist love in my life. I wouldn't resist blessings. You only resist what you don't want. So if you're resisting something, it means that you're living in a lower state. Such weakness. I know I probably spoke over a bunch of people's heads, but we're going to be posting this on YouTube later so you can go back, rewind, watch it, and hear this over and over again and let it wash you. Offense is the proof of ignorance. When offense is present, then ignorance has control. You can call me whatever slur name you want to. I'll never get offended at you. I don't care. But people worship these things. They bow to it. They suck the of fasting, vegan, carnivore. And if you tell them, well, there's a better way, because they worship, that's their God. The offense is proof of worship. If I say something against this, it shows that they worship that thing they're so connected to and attached. You can call me ugly, stupid. You can make fun of the people around me. You can make fun of my chandelier. You can make fun of whatever. My nips, my ab. Okay, cool. I'm not attached. I don't worship my abs. I don't worship my nips. I don't worship my hair or preceding, receding. It doesn't matter because I'm not attached to it. I'm focused on that thing, and that thing can't be touched by people who are in a lower state. So there's no offense ever. But if I say that there's a better way than fasting, carnivore, vegan, and there's offense present, it's the proof of worship. People are worshiping these things, and the worship keeps them bound and contracted to where they actually atrophy and die in that state. That's the very thing that kills. The thing that they hold on to is the thing that's killing them. I hold on to no thing. Not even the guide. You don't get the guide? I don't care. Don't get it. You want to get just to burn it? I don't care. Do it. You want to get just to delete it? I don't care. Whatever. I'm not even attached to the guide because it's not the guide. The guide is just the expression so people can know. It's the reach for the higher. And that thing can't be touched by words of people. Fasting is stupid. Do not fast. Why would you starve yourself unless you're that weak? Why would you not know yourself so great that you can still eat and not gain weight? The ineffectivity in the body is the ignorance of what you are. If you don't know how to shape and modulate your body without these forceful regimen, then you don't know yourself all that well. The more you have to do, the weaker you actually are. If you have to lift weights, then you're weak. If you have to starve yourself, then you're weak. If you need 1,000 supplements, then you're weak. I take no supplements. I lift no weights. I don't fast. There's no diet. There's no regimen. And yet I look greater and to a higher degree than people who do all those things. They're compensating for their weakness. I'm just embodying the greatness that was already inside of me. It's inside of you too, but a lot of people don't even know it. So they fast and they starve themselves. All right, cool. Next. I'm sure that triggered a lot of people. Good. I hope I destroy your God. I hope your God. I hope the offense gets stirred in people so they can see the foolishness of their ways. Why would you not be able to talk about something unless you were attached to it? And if so, why are you attached to it? What's the attachment to fasting? Who cares? If I'm wrong, then I'm wrong, but my body says otherwise. My results say otherwise. The fact that I can do what I can do says otherwise. The amount of energy that I can continuously express without getting tired or atrophying says otherwise. The conscious state that I can engage in over a long duration of time without stutter or fail proves the effectiveness of what I'm saying. But the people who are fasting, low energy. Here today, gone tomorrow. You know how many haters I've had? Bro, I have a mountain of haters under me. I keep trekking. That people are like, man, you got haters. Like, nah, don't worry. They'll go. I've seen so many faces of so many haters. They could not last. They're weak. They're feeble. They're brittle. They break. I'm still here. And I look younger. I look younger now than I did with my haters 3 years ago. The same haters or whoever I had 3 years ago, then when they were hating, are not here today. I do not have the same haters today. They have no stamina, they have no endurance. It's this weak emotionality. And they're like, but I'm still here and I'm younger. Last time I'll do this. Can I see this phone, please? Samsung. Lay, you have a Samsung? Can I see it, please? Or your phone or somebody's phone? Or the iPad?
I have this on the iPad.
No, okay, no.
Okay. Use it.
Or your phone, Lay? It doesn't matter, whoever.
Also, this espresso was really watery when it came out.
You can talk to us about it. Looks good.
I think it's either the mission or the espresso beans. I'm not sure.
I can.
All right, cool. Last time, okay? 19 years old, 37. So back to what I was saying. All right, cool. 19 years old, 37 years old. This is me at 19. Sorry for the glare. I apologize. It's very sunny and bright outside. 19, 37. 19 for IG, 37. I'm not saying I have an age. I'm not saying that there's not some sort of like maturity that's happened. What I'm saying is, dude, that's pristine. That's kept. 19, 37. I've only gotten, and I was rough at 28. So if you saw me at 28, you guys remember my 28-year-old picture? I was rough. I was age, bro. It was rough. Okay. I've actually gotten younger looking, or at least taken on less damage and reversed a lot of damage. The haters hate, but I keep getting younger. My muscles have gotten bigger. I weighed myself today. I was 213 pounds. Just a few years ago, I was 190 pounds. Where is this coming from? I don't work out. I don't do push-ups. I don't do sit-ups. I move and I talk and I live life and I'm having fun, but I'm not sitting there doing push-ups or sit-ups or squats or this or that or aerobics or anaerobics or anything like that. I'm just living. I'm just having fun. I've gained nearly 20 pounds, probably over 20 pounds. It has to be muscle because there's like no fat. The more you need, the weaker you are. If I had to go and work out, then that shows me the state of weakness that I'm engaging in. It's okay if you want to work out, but if you have to work out, you stay crippling yourself. It's when you come into the awareness of what you actually are and you engage in that this stuff is expressed through you. We all have it in our genes. But like, yeah, you got good genes. We all have good genes. And anybody say anything else is actually lying to themselves. Everybody has good genes. They're just not turned on. You got to turn them on. You got to know yourself. All right, next question.
So, Zola, on TT said, is there anything that damages our bodies that is a health trend?
Fasting. Fasting damages your body. It can lead towards bone loss, fluid loss, like important hormonal fluid, like everything. Supplements, detrimental compounds that can lead towards gut issues and disrupt the bacteria in your body. It can lead towards hair loss. Like one is compensating for another. So people taking like creatine monohydrate or drink out of like, energy cans and stuff like that, like energy drinks, lead toward hair loss, and they have to get finasteride. So they're having this compound doing this effect, and then they get this compound to negate it, and they're this big sack of this distortion in their body, and they're being held up by their crutches of compensation with their supplements or their pharmaceuticals. All of it. Even working out excessively, chronic. Look at the people who work out all the time are tired, bro. You can see it. It's so obvious. Like, bro, you look tired. Homie's nearly 40. 40 is not too far from 50. I already see myself being a 60-year-old man, bro. Like, I already see myself being 60, but like, yo, what up, dude? And I will still be like this because you're supposed to be a child at heart. That wasn't a suggestion. It wasn't like, oh, yeah, be childlike. Like, no, dude, be it. Be fun. Be silly. Live life. Because that's what this reality wants. They told you. Well, I got to be strict. And people compensate and self-validate with their stack. I have people come in my DMs all the time, and they tell me their stack on their spread. All right, Mikey, I do a dry fast from Monday to Tuesday, and then I'll do a heavy set super lift and blah, 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 blah. And then I'll take my ratios of my omegas from blah, 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 blah. And that'll be their first message to me. Like, so like no message, they'll come in and DM me, and then like they'll give me that message like, hey man, what's up? Not even say hi, because they're so ready to self-validate because they're so insecure because they don't know themselves. And all they have is their numbers. But when you worship numbers, it becomes your God. It takes your vitality from you. When you worship the symbol, okay, 7 days a week, 10 times, this, that, numbers become the God, and they have worshiping this stuff. Look at all the health people out there. I don't care. Any fitness bodybuilder, whatever guy, you can see the life force leaving their face. The Jing, the Ki, the Prana, the Yama, the whatever the freaking stupid name you want to call it. I think Prana is stupid. I think Ki is stupid. Qigong, like not the engagement of it, but like to hold a name. They all have different names. The name doesn't matter. People start worshiping names. Names are just block symbols that other people worship too. It's just life, right? You see the life force leaving their body. Who's the fitness people that you guys know? They might have a tight body, but their face looks like a flat tire. I'm not naming any names. I'm not shooting shots at people, but like you can clearly look at them like, bro, you look like you need to rest. But they talk about health and fitness and body, and they have their numbers and their blood tests and all this other stuff. Then why do you look dead? Why do you look so dead? Why do you look so dead? Why do you look so dead? Why are you tired? Why do you look so dead? Wake up, health fitness guy. Wake up, influencer. Wake up, fitness girl who puts on pounds of makeup to hide the death. Why don't you look like a big baby with muscles? That's what my previous partner from back in the day, she would say, like, I look like a big baby in my face with muscles, like a muscle baby, because my face is so pristine. Because I'm not exhausted, I'm not tired, I can go for days. That's why I have multiple partners, multiple lovers, because they have to keep up with me, because there's so much life force in me. But the people who, well, this is the blood studies, and this is this, and this is that, and this is that. I'm pretty sure you know who I'm talking about when I have that voice, right? There's all these fitness people out there. Then why do you look so aged? It's like Shang Tsung just like sucked the soul from your face. They're failing to acknowledge these things because they're worshiping the number. The number of the dollar, how many dollars they have, the number of their stack, the validity of what they're doing. Like, well, my blood test shows a negative score of this and that, and all this other stuff. It's just symbols. They're like, show me your blood test. I'm like, no, show me your energy. Show me your stamina. Show me your vitality. Show me your fun. Show me your freedom. Show me your control of energy. I don't care about your blood test if you're not fun. I don't care about your blood test if you're a loser. I don't care about your blood test if you don't have good energy. I don't care about your blood test if you don't smile. I don't care about your blood test if you're always bitter. These fitness people are some of the most bitter people out there because they hate their lives. It's hard to be bitter when you love your life. Hey, come here. 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 It's hard to be bitter when you have beautiful women around you, full of love and full of life, and you're living to the fullest. Your life is so good. She got a back pop, baby.
Oh my god.
Who needs alcohol when you can just spin in circles, bro? I feel tipsy right now. Dang. You know what I'm saying? I don't care about your blood test if you're bitter. Your blood's bitter, bro. It's acidic. Not because you're not alkaline. Even the alkaline people are worshiping. They all just alkaline, vegan, carnivore. Oh, are you alkaline? Are you bitter? Are you happy? Is there joy? Is there fun? Is there freedom? Because you're here to live. Bitterness in the bones, bro. Get that stuff out. Smile. Be happy. I don't care about your blood test. Show me your vitality. I don't care about your markers. Show me your life radiating your face. I want to feel good when I'm around you. I don't want to have to lift you up. I'm not your babysitter. I'm your daddy. Anyway, next question.
All right. Tone asked.
Tone, my dude! Tone!
Tone
Love you, bro. Where's he at? TT or IG?
On IG.
On IG! What are you laughing at?
That was so funny because I was trying to get one word
What are you gonna do?
across to her, and every time I said last, you were like, Tone!
Tone!
And then I was going to say,
Tone!
last! And then
Tone! Where's your vitality?
I love you.
Who cares about your...
Oh my god.
Who cares about your blood test if you can't even erect your own life? You know what I'm saying, guys? Like, priorities, bro. If you're not even happy, happiness is not the purpose of life. Like, life is living, but when you're actually living, it's hard not to be happy. Why would I not be happy? What in my life would not make me happy? Beautiful, sexy, gorgeous, awesome, everything, great, tastes good. How could I be bitter if everything is awesome? The bitterness is the evidence that something in your life isn't right or aligned. And you go focus on that versus your blood test, bro. You need to get your priorities right. All right, Tone, what you got?
So, Tone was asking, Mikey, do you believe in some type of creator regardless of what you call it, or do you believe in the Big Bang? And then also there's a bunch of other questions that came in after.
That's how I make my money. People are like, how do you get money? I'm like, I shake my butt online.
No, he doesn't.
Oh my God, no, I shake it at home. Sasha loves my butt. So does like they are like, man, I had one girl. I cannot say what she did,
No,
but
you
it was
cannot.
with I can't go. I'm not going any further. Anyway, do I believe in a creator? I mean, I believe that it's not. People are looking for humanoid type figures. Hey, help Lay with this, please.
Yes.
You can try it.
Oh, yeah, I can do it.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got
Come
you.
here, you beautiful little.
I'm going to pour it out, though.
Yeah, go ahead. People are looking for like human-shaped deities in the sky that said, let there be light, and they have 2 arms and like 10 fingers, and like, haha, that's an entity shaped like a human because we're familiar with this. We're attached to what we're familiar of, but we'll only grow if we explore into the unfamiliar. That's why a lot of people say, like, dude, Mikey's different. Because I've gone so far into the unfamiliar, like it's even shaped my body. Even my body looks different. People are like, bro, you're like ripped, but you have like a different build. Like your build's just different. Like you don't look like normal bodybuilders or calisthenics or anything like that, or runners or whatever. It's because I had ventured off into a whole different field. So people are looking for a God to worship that looks like them. The white people want the white God. The black people want the black God. The Asian people want the Asian. Like, you know what I'm saying, right? It's familiarity. But the thing that started all this in motion is intangible. That's how it's able to take the form of all things. So it's no thing because it's all things. It's the geometric shape of pentagon, hexagons, triangles, squares, cubes. It's everything. And because it is that, it's not formulated into something that you would consider as familiar. So because it's not something that you would be familiar with, it wouldn't look or start or be anything like you could think. It's inconceivable and it's beyond your comprehension. As you grow in awareness and understanding, you can comprehend a little bit more, but even that's limited. There's a threshold to that, so you have to continue expanding. So when you embrace reality and what is, and you ask if there was a start, there could be no start because starts are what humans think of. Start and finish. That's a human thing. In the energetic realm of this reality, there's this transcendence through, and there was never a beginning and there's never an end. So you're trying to fit into your own understanding what you would think a creator to be. There is no understanding of it. The fact that we are shows that we are created. The fact that I was not here previously, but I'm here now, there was a point of creation. My parents helped with that. Nutrients, minerals, oxygen, the earth, the bird eating some seeds and crapping them out to grow this plant over there that evolved into all this other stuff. You get what I'm saying? What was that about? Okay. Shows that in this, there is some sort of substance that accumulates to create things. Everything in this realm is created. Okay? Everything. This, me, in different forms, different manners, right? Like probably like an electrician was able to create the wires or whatever, engineers to make light fixtures and stuff like that. Biological beings created me. Other engineers created microphones. Herbologists or whether they are create flowers, like whatever they're called, to plant trees and everything else. There's different forms of creation. It's not just like everything needs to be like a robot or have an assembly line. That's humans. And when you understand what we actually are and what's actually going on, it's inconceivable because there is no beginning of this thing that you are, that I am, that it is, and all this other stuff. So if I was to say, do I think that there's a creator? Well, the fact that we're here shows that there is a creator called my mom and my dad. My mom and my dad are my creator, in a sense. Do they have power and sovereignty over me? No. Do they create me? Yes. Does their parents create them? Yes. And you can trace it back to all these different lineages and everything else. Everything's been created, and there's always a source of something. But the source itself that creates all things, once you actually go back to the source, because there's probably a source that created the creator source, that created all things. So there's a creator for the creator, but there's probably a creator for that creator. And if there was not a creator for that creator, there could be nothing before it. So time itself could not perceive the creator. So then that means that there always has been, but you cannot perceive it. You cannot perceive what that would even be. So to try to break it down would be to limit what it actually is, and you wouldn't live in the fullness of it. So it only holds you back even thinking about that. So instead, I say this: engage in the fullness of your ability to create in every second. And as you create, you'll know more of it. F a Big Bang, who cares? I wasn't there. Okay. I don't care if there's a Big Bang. I don't care if there's no Big Bang. I don't care if there is another Big Bang. I don't care if I have explosive diarrhea and we call that the Big Bang. Technically, my explosive diarrhea is the Big Bang, and I create life because all the germs and the bacteria go out into the toilet. And then they go into the swirl galaxy. And then I don't have the Milky Way, but I have the urine way, because then I'll because usually if I poop, I pee, so then I'll have like the swirl galaxy, the spiral galaxy, and stuff like that. And there's life that's created new life. You get what I'm saying? So go and create, and the more that you do, you'll understand the creator itself. The creator is no thing. Okay, you have to understand that. The moment you say God is this and not that, that's an idol, not a God. God cannot be not that. It has to be everything. God is Satan. Satan is God. God is Jesus. Jesus is God. God is Allah. Allah is God. God is Buddha. Buddha is God. God is Lucifer. Lucifer is the God. Because if it was created, then it's the thing itself. And there can be no distinction of separation, or it couldn't exist. The fact that it exists in existence shows the exister. And when you embrace this, you see your own power. And that's what I live in. So I hope that helps. You're my God from EXO. I love you so much. You're beautiful. I tried to be worshipped before in the past. I don't really get all that much energy of it. I know people are like, oh yeah, like you transmute energy. I get more energy from myself than I do from people. So when people try to give me energy, like it's cool, but I get more self from cultivating my own energy than trying to energy harvest people. Like I've done it before. I've done like Findom, and I've done like, spicy content, stuff like that for the purpose of like harvesting energy to see if it works. Nah, I get more energy just from myself than I do from that stuff. Thank you, Sexy Sashi. I appreciate you so much. You're so amazing. All right, next question. Great question, Tone. Already, I've been, I don't want to say blabbing, but I've been like speaking for a while. They did? They just said that? Yeah, they just said that. They said what? I'm their God? Yeah, they said you're my God. And earlier they did say, wow, and you look just as hot now. Anyways, I'm going to go to the closest person. Going to And let me know if my mic's ever out, guys. If you can't hear this here, let me know if my mic's ever out. If you hear like the echoing in the background, please let me know, because there was a live that we did and like you could not hear the mic. And I'm like, how dare y'all not say something? So like, let me know. If you can't hear this, let me know. If you can't hear what I just said, let me know, okay? Like a mic check.
Also, my bad earlier. I was grinding the
No bad.
out there, forgetting my mic was on. So I turned it off. Partway
All good.
through, but yeah, it's
That's
all
funny.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Here's the secret of life. Ready? This is the secret. And that's how you live forever. That's awesome. All right, cool. Next, what we got?
So Ibaka Abdul said, "Good morning, beautiful."
Good morning. Where are they at? IG or TT?
IG.
Okay, cool. What's up? Good morning. Good day to you. Good celebration. F morning, bro. Good celebration to you. Good celebration day. Good grand rising, queen. Yes, I'm making fun. Grand rising, queen.
Renan Bakir Music said, "You can't hear this, but I did hear it." Sorry, guys.
Oh, God, grand rising.
But now,
okay, cool. We're here now. Next question.
Aurelia said that just order the online digital bundle. How long does it take to process or send? How long does it take to come? And she said that it's not in her spam. Just ordered literally 5 minutes ago. The fund.
Awesome. So if you ordered the digital bundle pack, it is instant. There is a downloadable button or little link that you click. The guide is not this wimpy little piece of crap, brittle pamphlet. It is a thick, girthy, thick and very full and girthy encyclopedia instruction manual of information and knowledge. It's huge. It's a huge, thick, girthy file. Let the thing load for like 10 minutes because it takes a long time to download. Even if you have fast Wi-Fi, it usually takes a long time to download because there's a lot of information there. I didn't say that like, okay, I'm gonna make a little e-book, a little e-pamphlet. That's not me. I'm not that weak little. Nothing about me is weak. My personality, my body, my presence. I don't dilute myself because other people can't handle me. Right? If I'm gonna do something, I want the right. So it's a thick, girthy file. Leave it open for a while as you click it. Okay. You have 10 download attempts, and you have to leave it open. That's it. But it's instant. The moment you order the digital copy of the guide, you can download it, that in the meal plan. But they're in the zip file. Even the zip file is still big, right? It's in a zip file and it's still pretty big. The meal plan and
it's pretty big, yeah.
The zip file is big, bro. That's how big it is.
Aurelia, I just checked our orders and I don't see you in our orders. So I'm not sure what happened. Unless your name is Aisha.
Aisha?
There's
Aisha?
Yeah, there's Aisha.
Aisha, I love you. I miss you. I hope you're doing well. You're very beautiful. Okay?
I don't know if it's her. But
I don't know if it's her either, but if it is her, I love you.
The only female names that I see that's close to yours is Aisha. So that's why I'm saying it. But anyways, oh, this is a cool question from Rue. What's your relationship with gravity?
Gravity! Yo, Rue dog! Yo, Rue! You know, I am more prone to electromagnetism than I am to gravity because, of course, with it, you can defy gravity. So I look for the fulfillment of adding on, coupling electrons to add into my body to allow a greater energetic flow. I don't ever think about gravity. I don't care about gravity. Ain't my thing. It's not what I care about. I'm primarily looking for greater energetic capacity and electricity running through my body. It's a certain feeling. I can feel it. That's all I think about. I don't ever think about gravity. I don't really care. I'm not going to go jump off a building because to prove electrostatic or something like that, but it's not the thing I focus on. Yeah. I never think about gravity. The only gravity that I think about is conceptual and mental, which I don't really share here because if it's intangible, there's no reason to display this to the people because there's intangibility to it, so it doesn't really matter. Hope that makes sense. I love you, Rue.
So Sway asked, what does it mean when your energy has gotten lower from TT?
From TT?
Mm-hmm.
I love TTs.
No,
I love me some TT. Not play. What does it mean when your energy's gotten lower? It just means that you discharged without refilling. Most likely in unawareness, inside of unawareness. So when you're not aware, then you discharge and then like, oh, you have sags, bags, you're tired and all this other stuff. So yeah, usually that. So you need to become aware of what discharges energy, what decouples the electrons. Huh? What is it? TT? Huh?
Zola, he's washing off the
Bird?
bird poop.
Well, we got people cleaning our balconies and our banisters. I
Yeah.
like that. Who is this guy? Who's this?
I thought it was Indra, but
No, it's not Indra.
they hired somebody to clean off something.
Heck
I think
yeah,
it
dude.
was
All right, cool.
Indra.
All right, next.
Anyways,
No, that's not Indra.
Zola said, "Is there anything you recommend to someone to do who is recovering from pain long after injury?"
Okay, cool. So Zola, is Zola on TT?
Yes.
Hey Zola, what's up, girl? How you doing? Hey, yo, Zoli. What's up, Moly Zoli? Holy moly.
Zola Rose.
Holy moly, holy Zoli. Hey, I got my rolly. Nah, I play. I don't wear jewelry. I actually don't like jewelry. Like, I don't care how much success I have in life. I am not a jewelry guy. I don't wear jewelry. I don't like jewelry. It feels like I know some stuff. I used to read the Bible, right? So I know things, okay? I'm important because I know. I hear that all the time. People are like, I know stuff. Okay, bro. I get it. You're desperate for validation. You know things, right? All right, bro. You can have it. Most people see me and they want to compete with me. Everywhere I go, not everywhere I go, but like especially like from like Western, they just want to compete with me. So they see me as a competition. Like, but I know that. I'm like, I don't care what you. I didn't ask, right? So anyway, I don't wear jewelry because a lot of times jewelry is like chains and bounds and bracelets and like necklaces and choker, like, you know, to carry them, and then like it's slavery. Jewelry and piercings also just like it's like slavery. I've worn jewelry before. I'm not saying I've never worn jewelry. I'm not saying I will never wear jewelry again. But back on topic, if you have a long recovery process of pain from the injury and you're in pain, it shows you that you are still in a detrimental state. You get what I'm saying? Like if you haven't recovered, that means your body's not alive. It's not living. It's not living enough to even heal itself, and it wants to live, which means you're dying. You have a greater deficit than you do a benefit, which means you're declining and collapsing. Whenever you stay in that state, you will never recover. You will never recover. So guess what you got to do? You got to make sure that you put yourself in the harmonic state, the living state, the lively state. When you live, you recover fast. Or when you live, you're so aware you don't injure yourself in the first place to even have to waste the energy to recover, because that's going backwards. We're going forward. We're evolving. We don't need to recover because we were so aware that we kept ourselves from the injury itself. You know what I'm saying? So the procession or the prolonged pain of the injury not being healed shows you that you're still in a state of death and you're not even living. That's what you should be concerned about, not the injury healing, but like, oh snap, why haven't I healed? Why am I in such a weak state? My body doesn't even regenerate itself. You're on the pathway of death. You got to get off that pathway, go on the pathway of life. When you do that, you recover sometimes instantaneously. I've had people recover in like days. That would usually take them like 6 months. I've had a dude, he was technically born with Tourette's and he had Tourette's all of his life. And on the guide, he reversed his Tourette's. And he was like 58. He was nearly 60 years old. Lived with Tourette's all of his life. Got on the guide reverses Tourette's. Because he finally got into a regenerative state. A condition he lived with all of his life that was irreversible, unhealable. He didn't go to a speech pathologist or something like that. It was a condition he lived with all of his life. He ended up reversing it. One day he woke up and he just realized, hey, I don't have Tourette's anymore. Like, what the heck? It's about the state that you occupy. That's why I teach you in the guide. Get into the harmonic state. How do you do it? Like, the guide has like literally 1,000 things to do, so I can't tell you here because it's everything. How you poop, how you pee, how you think, it's everything. I've been sharing it, how I think here with you guys, but it's everything. How you do one thing is how you do everything, because everything affects everything. So you not recovering from an injury previously shows you, it's telling you that you're dying. You're not even strong enough or have an energetic charge enough to even reconstruct an injury. It's crazy. Everything's trying to tell you the state that you're in. So get in the harmonic state. All right, cool. Next.
Amazing.
I love you.
I am
Hope you're doing well.
Rocco from IG. Sorry, got confused. Are you the only one like this, or are they others?
Or are there more? There are more hybrids out there. Are you the only alien hybrid wolfman vampire dude, or is there more? They're out there hiding.
There's actually someone called Wolf Slayer here, so
come on. You want to wolf slay? You want to slay me, bro? Let's go, bro. Yo, bro. Everybody who gets the guide becomes like me because it's just energy implemented. I take the energy inside. This live is even called power shared. So I take the energy I have and I place it inside of you and it morphs you and it turns you into this thing, the same thing. Muscles without working out, elation, happiness, joy, fast recovery, regeneration, awareness, so where you don't even injure yourself in the first place because you're so hyper aware. Your skull elongates and grows. My head has grown in the back. It's kind of crazy. Oh, man. So yeah, so if you do this energetic pathway, you become shaped like this in your physical body, in your mind, your soul, and everything else. So yeah, I have a lot of people who become like me as well. Very easy, too. It's very fun. It's the funnest. Everything else is lame. Bodybuilding, compensation, bro. Like people are finding things to occupy themselves with because they're dying. But when you actually just start living, it's just like you finally live for the first time and you feel so good. That's why I'm sharing this with you guys. I just feel good. I'm like, hey, Socks, let's go live. I don't have to be here. There's no schedule. There's nobody telling me, Mikey, you need to go live. Hurry up, bro. You gotta go make money or something. I just feel so good. I'm like, hey, let's go live. That's why I'm here. I want you guys to live. I want you guys to be alive. Not just in like word, like I'm living, but you can see the sadness in the eyes. I want you to live because you're actually alive. Hey, Lele, can you give me some ginger juice? Thank you. That's it.
So Wolf Slayer said, when I was 15, I got titanium rods infused to my spine, and now at age 50, I'm reacting to all foods and water because of histamine and inflammation internally. How do I heal?
Wolf Slayer. Healing is a myth. You don't actually heal from something. You engage in the state of operation. That operation is the effect that people call healing. They call that healing, but it's just the effect of. It's not healing, it's just regeneration. Because people are like, oh, I'm healed. No, because if you stop regenerating, you'll go right back into it. You'll relapse. So you have to make sure that you stay in the state. It's a state that you occupy. You occupy the state of optimization and harmonization with your body, and then regeneration occurs. I didn't heal myself. I regenerate to a greater state. You can't heal yourself. You have to regenerate to a greater state. So no matter what happened, you had eczema, psoriasis, titanium plate, inflammation, whatever, it doesn't matter. You are not occupying. It's like the last person with their injury. They're not occupying that optimized state. I call it the harmonic state to generate beyond their detriment. You have to regenerate beyond your detriment. When you regenerate beyond your detriment, just like the guy with Tourette's, he looks back, he's like, oh, I haven't had Tourette's. Like I haven't even been experiencing this. The psoriasis leaves. Sasha had cracks in her teeth. Her teeth filled back in. Her holes, her cavities, her cracks filled back in. Her teeth regenerated. And people say it's impossible. Unless you're science. Science has found a way to regrow teeth. Oh yes, I should regenerate teeth. That's impossible. Well, if science did it, then it's possible. That means you can probably do it because you generated your teeth in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to disqualify because they don't know themselves. Your purpose that you should do, what are they on, IG or TT? Wolfman? IG. What you should do is you should occupy and optimize every single part of your life into a greater state. And when you do that, you will naturally refurbish yourself. Maybe even beyond the titanium plates and screws. You might grow so much that your osteoblast and everything else actually regenerates your bones to a greater state to where you can somehow even push those things out or get them removed. I know it's like technically improbable for that to happen, but it depends on the state that you occupy and how long. If you don't love yourself, this will be a task and a challenge. If you love yourself, you'll be happy to do it. I happily take care of myself. I happily love myself. I happily engage in this life, and it's not a chore for me. It's not a task. It's not an assignment. I love doing this, and I feel so good doing it that I stay in the harmonic state. My hair has grown back and filled in. I was bald here. My teeth have always been kind of white. My face has regenerated. I look younger. My muscles have gotten bigger. I've gained like 20 pounds of muscle without working out. Without working out. Because the state I occupy, you don't heal yourself. Healing is a myth. It's not real. It's for the weak-minded, not to offend people, but I'm going to offend you. Healing I have to say healing to converse with people because that's all they know. It's not actually healing. It's just either you're occupying the state or not, because the moment you're not occupying the state, you revert back into your detriment and you start decaying. That's why I look younger at 37 than I do at 28. You see me at 28, I look much more worn and withered. But now at 37, I'm vibrant, I'm free. I look more like my 19-year-old self because the state that I engage in, I stay in that state. I won't leave that state for anybody. I don't care. I'm in this state of mind, empire state of mind, New York state of mind, my states, the 50 states of the US, right? It's a state. You're in the state. What state do you live in? Hey, what state? What's your state? What's your state of mind? What state are you occupying? I occupy the harmonic state, and because of that, it regenerates me. Steve was the one with Tourette's. He occupied it and it healed him, regenerated him. Brandon occupied that and it healed him, regenerated him. And the other people have their pelvic floor reconstructed. They had issues and they went to doctors and all kinds of stuff. It didn't work. I had people had migraines, chronic migraines for 20 years. No pharmaceutical work. They still had chronic migraines. They got into our harmonic state. No more migraines. Hemorrhoids, psoriasis, diabetes. Those are just implications or indicators, excuse me, that you're not in a state of life itself. If you live outside the realm of life, you're in the realm of not life, which by default is death. Those things are evidence and receipts that you're dying. So you have to get into the state of life, the harmonic state, by optimizing everything that you do. How do you do that? That's why I share in the guide. It's how you poop. It's how you pee. It's how you eat. It's what you think. It's who you are. It's how you sleep. It's how you live. It's how you talk. It's what you say. It's what you feel when you say it. Because all those things are like little knobs, little dial knobs telling you to trigger this and activate this thing inside of you, or to turn it off and suppress it. Everyone has great genes. Every single person. If you're alive, you have winning genes. If you made it to the egg in your mom, you have winning genes. It's just now most people's genes are suppressed because all the toxins, all the compensators in their life, makeup and cologne and perfume and not even processed, anything that's amalgamated. If it's made, if it's pre-made, even cottage cheese or sour cream, even kind of butter, if man has touched it, it's going to do certain things to your body. Versus if nature grew it, it's also going to do certain things to your body. I eat dirt. I eat tree bark. I eat rocks. I will go out to the woods and eat tree bark. You can't eat tree bark and it won't do. Well, I look like this and you don't. I have the results and you don't. So don't tell me what I can do and what I can't. Because I look better. If I have greater muscular definition, density, more energetic capacity, a higher energetic capacity, greater mental cognition and engagement with a greater duration of stamina, then a person who does not or is lacking those things has no right to say. They can have an opinion, but that's all it is, because the one with the trophy, with the prize, is the one who has the right to say what they did, whether it worked or not. People feel invalidated, so they want a voice without confirmation. They want to speak without any evidence. I had somebody the other day, because they're trying to tell me about self-control. And they're saying like, oh, because like, I have like beautiful women in my life all the time, right? I'm so blessed. I grew up without a mother, so I grew up with guys all my life. And then as I became an adult, life blessed me in return. And even though like I am the most non-playboy, I'm not a player. I don't care about banging on the first date. I can wait. I do not care, right? I am showered in love, so I don't need desperately to go try to hit and quit the first. I don't care. I can wait. Life is good, right? So even though I'm like that, I have still been blessed with so many beautiful souls. That's what I love to call the people in my life, the opposite sex, women in my life. I've been so blessed. I have such a great life, right? That these people, whenever they come into my life, I share that, especially on my Facebook. I share the interactions, the conversations, because I have people from I met 2 years ago. They're still thinking about me like, hey, I've never met another guy like you since I met you. And they'll still hit me up to show me love, even though they're in another country, because I traveled all through the US, all through the states, right? State of mind, all through Central America or Costa Rica, Panama, and then all through South America, except for Venezuela and the Guyanas. And then pretty much all through Asia now. Like China is pretty much like one of my last Asian countries. We've been through almost every single country in Asia, pretty much. There's probably like a few that we haven't really been to, but it's all good. We've been to a lot of countries here. And people from every country hit me up like almost daily. People from Japan, people from the Philippines, people from wherever, right? Thailand, all over. And they're like, hey, I'm just thinking about you. I miss you and blah, 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 blah. Wishing me good. So I share these messages online and then people say, that's lust. And I'm like, no, that's me sharing love because the world's already so hateful. If I shared a negative article, no one would bat an eye. Yeah, F Trump or F Biden. Like I'm not political. I don't care. I don't care at all. So you never see me sharing that. I don't share negativity. But when I share love, like if this person's like, oh man, I miss you so much. I love you. Like you've been amazing and blah, 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 blah. People are like, oh, that's lust. That's a sin. You share negativity, they praise with you. Yeah, F that person. Or they get riled up. You share love from around the world, people get spiteful at that. So the person's like, that's just love and lack of self-control. I said, I'm sorry. They said that's just lust and lack of self-control. And I said, there's no such thing as lust. Lust doesn't exist. It's a concept to manipulate the masses. I'm like, if I'm going to get married, how would I know if I even like my wife if I'm not first attracted to her? And you don't marry the first person you're attracted to. So technically, every person you ever found some sort of attraction towards is lust. Then how would I even know if I like my wife or not? You know what I'm saying? There's no such thing as lust. Lust itself is the very delusion of coherent, like understanding and actually actualizing the vibrancy in the opposite sex or even the same sex, whatever you want. I don't care. If you like guys and you're a guy, cool. I don't care. If you like women, you're like women. I don't care. It's all cool. But the actualization of the life that person exudes is what people call attraction. And then from that, they coincide that with lust, because when you tag that with lust, then you can have control. That lust is but you are lustful. So here, do what I say. Every sin is accompanied by control. Okay, you lust this, you're jealous that all this other, there's no such thing as sin at all, right? So when I made that post of this person, they flew out to Kathmandu to come be with me from another country. They're like, hey, look, I want to be with you. Where are you going to be at? I'm like, I'm going to be here. She flew out. She was with me. We had fun. Great, right? She hits me up like, I don't know, like 2 weeks later, which is like a couple days ago. He's like, hey, where are you? I really want to see you again. Like she even said, like, no one's ever made me feel like you did. Like, I've never felt that before. And I was like, Sharon, this is beautiful. This is very cool. You know, most guys can't say that. So I'm like, yo, let's share more love and positive news and like love versus just hate and politics and all this other stuff. We need more of that in the world. And this person says, that's just lust and lack of self-control. I said, lust isn't real and self-control definitely is not real. So another person chimed in. It's like, well, you just don't know and you're ignorant because you don't think that there's such thing as self-control. I'm like, no, I know self-control so much that I've ascended beyond it, and I found out self-control is actually self-manipulation, and you're manipulating yourself because you don't know yourself. When you actually know yourself, why would you need to control yourself? The need of force or the need of control is the lack of power. The less power you have, the more in control you need to be. I don't need to control myself. I would only need to control myself if I don't trust myself. If I don't trust myself, then I don't know myself. Because I don't know what I'll do. So like I don't know what I'll do. So let me go ahead and just manipulate myself and like keep a tight leash on my neck because I don't know what I'm going to do next. But when you actually know who you are, you can work with yourself. I know I would do this and I'm okay with what I would do. And I admit what I would do. And I'm okay with me. And I accept me. And when you accept, you flow with you. You don't control you. You flow. The guy who has like one of the most ripped bodies in the world, right? I have like the greatest striations and everything else. I'm not trying to say I'm better than people. I'm saying like, every time you guys have seen me on live, I'm ripped. This is not a diet. This is not some sort of dehydration thing. Like, okay, let me get like camera ready. I'm like this every day. And I've been like this for 4 years. I've been ripped pretty much almost for 5 years now. I've been ripped every day for nearly 5 years. I'm not lethargic. I'm not tired. I'm not dehydrated. Because people see me, they're like, yeah, bro, but you'll get tired soon, okay? Because you're just cutting right now. They think it's like a 6-week program. I've been like this for nearly 5 years. My energy is through the roof. It's undeniable. That's why I always say in my highlights of my story and stuff like that, my little page on IG, undeniable. Okay, when am I going to get tired? Because I'm not tired yet. I've been up for days. I don't even sleep all that much anymore. I have a bunch of energy. I share it with women. I'm not the one who stops in the bedroom. They get tired out. You know what I'm saying? Beyond that subject, I have this unlimited source of energy. My body's reflecting this, and I did it without controlling myself. I did it by accepting myself. I didn't get here with this ab feature and the chest and everything else by controlling myself. I got here by flowing with myself. Okay, you hungry? Eat. I'm not going to starve you. I'm not going to push food away from you. Okay, what are you hungry for and why? Where did this come from? Is that even food? I'm going to commune with myself. I got here because I know myself. Because I know myself, now I look like something beyond. This is what knowing yourself looks like. Most people don't know themselves. That's why they look like that. That's why they don't know why they gain weight or are underweight or can't gain weight or whatever it is. That's why they have to work out so excessively just to get some sort of result because they don't know. The more you need, the weaker you are. I'm not saying food because you should eat every single day. I'll never tell you to fast. I'll never tell you to starve yourself. You should eat every single day. Every single day. There should not be one day that you go without eating. I was just as ripped when I was eating every single day. It has nothing to do with aesthetics. Nothing at all. It is all about mental comprehension and conscientiousness, along with expansion of the awareness that the consciousness fuels and engages in. That's the only reason with the whole, like, I haven't eaten in so many days. Has nothing to do with my muscles, autophagy, my body, weight, losing weight. It has not. So if a person's trying to lose weight and they're not eating, stupid. I was already like this eating every single. So it has nothing to do with abs, muscles at all. That's stupid. It is so dumb. I was already like this eating every single day. Okay, so it's not muscles, it's not the physical body. It's all about the mental comprehension and the expansion of the awareness that I have in this realm. That's all it's about. But if you don't eat for this stuff and your body atrophies, you're not ready because your body's telling you. I have gone this far not eating. I don't even know if you guys remember the topic, but I'll bring it back. Hopefully you can stay, understanding where I'm going with this. Either way, I'm going to bring it back. But if you're not eating, because everything is infinite, every conversation, horizontal, vertical, expansion, everything. So I could talk about any topic and it will always be correlated back to the point, right? So if you're not eating and you're atrophying, that's a clear indicator from your body. You're not sustaining in reality. You need reality to sustain in reality, and physical, tangible things are real. Until your body comes into a heightened state to where it can be sustained with very little things and you're not losing weight from it, then you should eat. Quit punishing yourself. Quit punishing yourself. Quit punishing yourself by not eating. It's stupid. Eat. Silly. So I have this body, and I had this body when I was eating every single day, just as ripped, just as muscular and everything else when I was eating every day, through the things I'm sharing with you guys. Meaning I did not use discipline. I did not use willpower. I did not use self-control. I did not use manipulation or modification to my body with substances, steroids, or anything like that, compounds. I don't take any supplements. I don't take any compounds. I don't do any sort of like juice cleanses or anything like that. I have fasted before in my life, and I was fasting previously, but I saw my mental cognition go down, decline. I'm like, the whole purpose I'm in this is for my mentality to expand. So if my mental factors are decaying, then that's the opposite of what I want. So I stopped fasting because there's a better way. The guy who has the results that are freaking amazing is telling you, do not use self-control. It is a lower way. You only need to control yourself if you don't know yourself. You only need to control something like a wild animal. I'd only need to put an animal in a leash if I couldn't speak and give it commands, in a sense. If I didn't trust this animal, if I didn't know this animal, I need to try to control it. Or I'd even need to speak to give it commands if it was even a danger or a threat. I wouldn't know unless I didn't, if I didn't know it, I wouldn't even know. I hope that makes sense. So in this life, in the guide, in what I share with you, there's never willpower. So if you're using willpower, you are not on my guide. There's never force. If you're using force, you're not on my guide. There's never self-control. If you're using self-control and trying to limit yourself, dampen yourself, you are not on the guide. All of this came by flowing with self, never controlling self. My body brought me here. It always wanted to be this. It always wanted to thrive. It always wanted to succeed. Even whenever I was overweight, it wanted to succeed. I was just trying to control it, and my ways were a farce because I kept gaining weight and injuring myself because I didn't know. Because I was trying to fight and like, okay, I gotta go to the gym, try to lose this 5 pounds and this and that. And blah, blah. When I stopped all that stuff, I'm like, all right, body, what do you want? And I flowed with it. It came to this point. I have gained roughly 20 pounds of muscle just from following my body. I went from overweight, like around 260, down to about 190. And from 190, now I'm 213. I weighed myself today, I'm 213 pounds. I'm not fat. I didn't gain weight in body fat or anything like that. It has to be muscle that I grew. And in that time, I have not worked out. I have not taken supplements. There's no routine. There's no secret exercises behind the back. I'm not over here like just pumping like right before the camera, because self-control is ignorance. Modifying your body is ignorance. Trying to get a result in your body is ignorance. Know thyself. And when you operate from knowing thyself, your body will automatically be where it needs to be. And for you, you may have diabetes, so you may not need big muscles right now. Or you may have some sort of a chronic underlying condition that you need to heal that first or reverse that first, like to regenerate before you would gain muscle. So it's not even about gaining muscles. Gaining muscles are stupid. Having big muscles is such a waste of energy. That's why anybody who doesn't work out, they instantly lose all their muscles because their body didn't need that crap. It's energetically inefficient. You have to eat more, you have to carry more, you're distracted for longer, you have to shop more, eat longer, you have to work out. Like look at the chunk of life that's lost because a person's so manipulated that they need big muscles. Like literally nearly a fourth of their life is dedicated to this thing, if not more. Some people have even more of their life dedicated to that. When you're supposed to be free, out in nature, living, exploring, living in vibrancy, they're in a brightly lit gym with false fluorescent lights, breathing in microplastics from the grips on the floor and the aerosols that they spray and disinfect. And they're just taking all these chemicals and toxins, feeling like crap, and they feel like crap, so they have to sniff salts just to get some energy because they are so numb to their own body signals that they don't even know that lack of energy literally is a sign that they're decaying. It literally is a sign that they're dying. But instead of like saying, man, why am I tired? They just put more stimulants in their body to push stuff to keep going, which is decaying their body. They're just the thing begets the thing. So the more you distract your body with, the more you die. So that's why I never even go into that. Like, Mikey, can I work out? Yeah, you can. But if you start it, you're going to start going down that vicious, it's going to pull you in and suck you in. But when you start living, life begets life, you end up looking younger, fresher, more vibrant, you have more energy. When you start living, you look like you live. You feel like you're alive. You have energy that's nearly insatiable. Like it just never stops. You have so much energy. I've been live for 1 hour and 28 minutes. So like an hour and 30 minutes. Nonstop. Go. Right? When you endeavor in life, you'll reciprocate at life. When you distract yourself, you're contracting to death and life's giving you every chance to come back before it collapses on you. That's the secret. That's what this is. It's not about gaining weight. It's not about fasting. It's not about healing. It's about actually living. It's something superior to a weight loss program, or it's superior. And it's okay to say that, because if this will give me more life, if this will give me more energy, if this will make me more successful, then it's greater than things that won't give me life, things that won't make me energetic, and things that won't grant success. There is the thing of superiority. There is better. There is greater in life. You can go drink alcohol and smoke cigarettes, but there's a better way. You could go take supplements and, do roids, but there's a better way. You could starve yourself in the name of religion or spirituality or even health or science, but there is definitely a freaking better way. And it's called the guide. Okay, next question. Yo. And then I'm probably going to be done.
So Wolf Flair said, thank you. You are spot on. I don't love myself anymore since being in an emotionally abusive relationship. It's keeping me in a constant high stress state. Stop. I love you. I gotta interject right there. You don't love yourself, and that is the issue.
You understanding that puts you light years beyond other people. The only way to get here is love yourself. Everyone will demonize the way to life. The devil will say the path to God is actually the path to hell. So you don't get on that path. How you get here is self-love. People say, oh, narcissism, self-absorbed. If you just show yourself love and consideration, narcissism, self-absorbed, they demonize it, but that's how you actually regenerate yourself. You can't regenerate yourself by hating yourself. Hate only begets death. Love only begets life. When you love the baby lives. If you hate that baby, they may not live. That baby may, you know what I'm saying? So the relationship that you're in is not the actual problem. It's your ability to be tonic and reset the vibrational tone of the relationship that's giving you evidence of your own self-hate. Meaning that relationship being bad is actually you and your relationship with yourself. Because the moment you actually love yourself, the relationship with the woman or the man, whoever, will get better. They're just feeding back off of you. So the moment you show that love and consideration and everything to yourself, you can give it to the person beside you. Dude, kiss a woman on the neck. Dude, I don't care what mood they're in. Like if they're your partner, don't go up to a random woman and kiss on the neck. That's just weird. Okay. I'm not saying if you have a relationship with a person and you guys have kissed and made love and all the other stuff, and then later down the line, they're sad and bitter. Okay. That type of scenario, not random women, but that. And you kiss that partner on the neck, they will stop being so bitter and sad. When you deposit love into your partner. Yeah!
Yes.
They can't be bitter. So the thing that you're experiencing from them is not the abusive relationship on their side. It's your lack of giving love and creating the environment. Shift, radiate, push out, be, make, create. And everything that's happening out there is the indicator of what you're doing in here. They cannot stay in that state unless you are not putting out the energy to rebalance and reorganize everything. Take the acidity in the environment and turn it into neutrality. So where all things can grow. Base and acidic. It's you. The relationship's only the confirmation of you and what you're doing. It's never their fault. I would never blame her or them or whoever. I'd never blame anybody else. I've been going live for years. You've never heard me blame anybody else. I don't blame the government. I don't blame the industry. I don't blame big pharma. I don't blame anybody else. I've never blamed anybody else, and I won't. Because all that is just justification of what I'm engaging in my own life. I take full responsibility. And because of that, I have full effectiveness in my life. My life is completely effective because I use it as a signal to myself to see where I need to operate in. All right, you can continue with it.
Okay. So, okay. So I
Blood?
am Rocco.
Got some blood.
Yo.
This is the blood of, can you guys guess what this is the blood of? Thanks, Lay. The blood. Nothing but the blood. This is blood, real blood. This is not beet juice. This is blood.
I'm like,
I don't know why people flip out about it. Okay, you can keep going.
So, I am Rocco said from IG said he's 60, he looks 40, has endless energy. 20 years ago, he said, I am not going to get sick. And then he never got sick. I also said, I'm not going to get old. Didn't get old. What did I just tap into? Can you explain?
You tapped into the responsive energy. You direct energy. That's all life is, the direction of energy. You focus on bad, you get bad. You focus on good, you get good. And the energy is just a construct of where you direct it. It's unbiased. Energy is energy. People are like, energy vampire, negative. I don't believe in negative energy. I don't believe in positive energy. I think being too happy can be a distraction. Energy is, it's just energy. You believe in car wrecks, you'll get in a car wreck. You believe in you'll never make it, you'll never make it. You believe in good, you get good. You believe in that. Energy was simply directed by you and you led into it and you consistently engage in that for the past 2 decades. And it's just a response. You're living in what this realm actually is. Good job. Blood. All right, let's go.
So, Thoughts on resistance training from Michael McBride in
Michael.
MIT.
Michael. God dang it, Michael. Resistance training?
Yeah.
My thoughts on it? Don't resist yourself, bro. Everything speaks in everything. You resist, you train, you're trained to resist, and now you're resisting a lot of stuff in life. Flow into, lean instance training, like lean into it, and then you'll have all the results automatically. I don't do resistance training. I don't resist anything. If something's coming, I embrace it. Embrace training, embrace what life has actually given you, and you want to compensate. Resistance training is only a compensation for what you're not doing in reality. If you just live in reality, you wouldn't even have time to go to the gym and resist training because you're so full living life. But because you're not full living life, you have to compensate with this gym time to resistance train to try to compensate what you're supposed to already be doing in life anyway. That's why you have the energy. God didn't give you energy to go to a gym and go deplete it there. You're supposed to have that result already from what you're doing in life, and you live in your destiny. It's easy.
Awesome. So Tone asked, why do you think fasting got so popular?
Because people hate themselves. Great question from Tone. Tone, I love you. Fasting got so popular because people hate themselves. They have no power, especially in 2026 with the way life is set up. People feel more powerless than ever. So they're seeking some sort of self-validation. We have all this information out there. I'm not even calling it knowledge. I'm just saying information. Like you can know trivial things. We have all this information, but yet no exploitation. Like no one has exploits. They can't perform. They can't do anything. They know a bunch of crap, but they have no ability in life because they're not looking for the ability to. You are more valuable if you know less but can do something than if you know everything but can't do jack squat. I don't care what you know. What can you do? What can you produce? What can you perform? Everyone stays up at night watching, even Tone, right? We're talking about Tone. Tone has a very specific set of skills to where he can go in and repair machinery, like electronics and stuff like that, to like bring them to like sub-freezing temperatures. That's a freaking power and skill. Now somebody can watch videos online about freezers and condensing and all this other stuff and know everything about the refrigerator system, but not know how to build one, manufacture the part, turn raw materials into actual goods like applicants and stuff like that. So that person knows all this stuff, but they have no power and they dread themselves because they see their own inability. So there's a power void. They know stuff, but they can't do anything. So they're at odds with themselves because of it. So because of that, they fight for some sort of validation of the power that they have. So the only thing they can do, which it's cheap, you don't have to pay any money for it. All this stuff that you see here, I had to pay for. I have 3 maids right now cleaning the house. Pay all of them. I have this house, 9-level house. Pay for all of it. This and that. This, the travels, everything that you see. Like I perform something to be able to secure what I have now, right? Because people are cheap. People are weak. They have no power. The only thing that they can actually do is not eat because it's free and they don't have to go anywhere. So they feel like when they do that, they've achieved something. So now it's their trophy. It's a participation trophy. It makes them feel better about themselves. They starve themselves, not even seeing that's the very thing that's holding them back. That's why they don't have more money. That's why they don't have more success, because it's not the thing that they're doing. It's the idea of and the approach to it. So therefore, because they have no skill, no power, no actual thing, they have no actual effectiveness in life, the only thing they can revert to or resort to is starving themselves. The poorest countries have the famine, so like you're just operating in poverty. Instead, hey Lay, where's the gold at? All right, Lay's gonna give me some gold. I travel the world. I've even said this on the podcast, on Path Podcast. It doesn't matter how much it costs. I'll pay X amount of money just to get fresh air. Even have to pay a lot of money for my suitcases and all this other stuff because I'll do whatever it takes. I'll produce to get the ability to get where I need to go. But people, because they're so they're infertile in the ability to create in their own life, right? Instead of not eating, let me see it here. Why don't you just get gold? I eat gold. I drink blood. And I sound like a draconian for sure, dude. Like, what the heck? Here, I'm going to give this back to you, okay? Here, you can close that for me, please. Here is gold. No, I'm going to drink more. I have gold here. You can see it. I eat gold. Instead of not eating, what's the most expensive thing you can eat? Instead of like resisting yourself, what's the greatest thing you can embrace? How much can you put out? How much can you perform? What can you actually do? Fasting, it literally requires no money. And all you got to do is not eat, which they're probably cheap in their mind anyway. Like, oh, I'm going to save for my grocery bill. Not even noticing the cognitive decline that's going to happen during the course of that action. And that's why they all endeavor in it. Because it's the greatest validation from a state of weakness. I'm the opposite. Don't be weak. Embrace everything. And in embracing everything, you can have everything. I know it went over a lot of people's heads, but like fasting is the displacement of weakness. Because a person's weak, they do fasting for self-validation as if they have achieved something, when really they achieved nothing. Instead of you starving yourself and feeling like however you're feeling over the course of the 3 days, take that 3 days and go make $1 million. Or go heal your family, like build your relationships back. Go clean your room. Why are you fasting if your room's dirty? Why are you the one to even clean your rooms? Why don't you have maids clean your room for you? Why don't you have this? Why don't you have, like, you know what I'm saying? But said like, oh, I'm fasting. Okay, that does nothing, bro.
So Ibaka Abdul asked, where did you get this blood?
I got it from the dude up the road. If you come over, I can hook you up with him. He's a cool guy. Actually, I haven't even talked to him. It was Sasha and Larry talked to him.
And then Renan asked, Mikey, what about Bluetooth devices? Should I also get rid of my Bluetooth mouse and keyboard and switch to cable versions?
Yeah, that'd be better.
To sit close to my laptop.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I can't even see this. Like my hand, I have a huge wingspan, right? Like I swear to God, bro, like glue some feathers to me and I could probably fly. Like I have a super wide wingspan. Like it's probably like 7 foot tall. Like I have a huge, like it is insane how wide my wingspan is, right? So this is like, I'm not even this close to the camera. Like now I'm finally touching the camera. That's how far I am. I try to stay away from devices. The only thing I have right now is the mic, is because the mic sounds so much better. But if you can, man, all wired headphones if you need them. I would say you don't even use headphones anymore unless you're doing like the theta meditations that I share in the Discord. And then try to be off the screen as much as possible. And if you could just text to speech and all the other stuff, or speech to text, that would be a lot better.
He said, thank you.
I love you.
Which, by the way, he joined the Discord and he made his first check-in today.
What's her name?
Renan?
Renan?
I might be saying it wrong, but Renan.
She's saying your name right? You see how long my arms are, bro? Welcome to Discord, man. I swear to God. The Discord is the most powerful place in the world. I charge that entire realm so full of energy that you go in there and you could feed off of it. And it will literally like evolve you. I know this sounds like esoteric or some sort of like woo-woo type crap, but everything's just energy. If you watch a comedy show, it's actually funny, you can get joy from it. That was encapsulated energy in that file. That's what everything is. So in the Discord, I have left over 8,000 messages to everybody, and I packed them so full of energy. You think this live is full of energy? Imagine this times 8,000 of this blah, 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 blah. So you go in there and you feed off of it. And as it just permeates through you, it transforms you. Welcome to the most powerful place in the world.
Tanu asks, how do we get in the Discord?
Sasha, you want to tell him?
So you can go to the link in his bio. This is in TT, so just swipe, I think, left, and then you can go into his bio, and then you click on the link, and then you can click on Discord on the top menu.
Exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm. So either way, go to the site, link in bio, or go to MikeyBreathes.com, my website. The drop-down menu says Discord. You go there to sign up. It's a paid membership. If you have a annual membership, like a full year membership, you get the guide and the meal plan for free. Or you can get the monthly membership. It's a little bit more expensive if you do it that way. But it's exclusive. It's not inclusive. I'm not there for opinions. I'm not there to converse with people. I'm on a mission with my Discord community. There's no fluff. There's no tolerating bullcrap. You guys are free to converse amongst yourself. But when I go in there, I'm about raising people, evolving people who are serious, who are not time wasters, who take action. So when I go in there, I'm on a mission. I'm actually going to be answering some questions in there today. So you can go to my website, MikeyBreathes.com, and then drop down menu Discord and sign up there. You sign up for the yearly membership, you get the guide for free and the meal plan for free.
This is tea, okay?
Awesome, thanks, baby.
And then Wigology said, hello, what kind of blood is this and what is the benefit?
Did they guess what kind of blood it was? No one guessed? You guys didn't even guess? Jeez, man, at least try. It's goat's blood. So it's the blood of the goat. Most people are scared of goats because they think it's satanic, but like, well, why would I be scared of something that I chop its head off and eat, you know, or drink its blood? Goat's blood.
So, King of Dreams 13 from IG asked, what do you think of microdosing psychedelic mushrooms?
But anyway, the goat's blood, I'm never going to tell you to drink it, so I'm not going to tell you the benefits of it. It doesn't matter. It's not in the guide to drink blood. I don't care if you drink blood. I will never tell you to drink blood. It's what I do. It's a cultural thing, kind of, so I can, you know. But yeah, I'm not telling you guys to drink blood. Do whatever you want. This is not some sort of recommendation for me. My recommendations are the guide, and not many people know what the guide has inside of it, so they don't even know. Because there's a lot of people like, well, your guide is hurting people. Like, you don't know what's in it, and I've never told you. So where are you getting this data from? How do you know? It could just say make your bed before you go to work. That could be the whole guide. They don't know. So like this insufficient data, which is ignorance. But drinking blood is not in the guide at all. It is not in there. So you can go all through the guide and you'll never see it say drink blood. So it has nothing to do with the guide. The guide is its own thing. And this, what I do, is my own thing. You can if you want to, but I'm not telling you to. So, okay, cool. And then their question was what again?
It was, what do you think of microdosing?
I can't talk about that here.
Okay.
Bring that up in the Discord. I'll get flagged. I'm not talking about that stuff.
Bro, do you eat anything in a day from Pratham?
I technically have not eaten in 280 days. Hey, Lay. 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 On your phone, when was the last time I ate? Okay. Excuse me, 276 days, yeah. And again, I've had blood and juice, and here's some ginger juice. Here's some coffee. Here's some tea, stuff like that. And even drink mix, stuff like that, like living powder. But actually eating a meal. What? Yeah, thank you. 276 days. But I haven't actually eaten steak, eggs, vegetables, stuff like that in 276 days. Not telling you to. You're not where I am, so don't think that I'm telling you to do that. You asked me a question, and I'm just telling you what I'm doing. It's not a recommendation. You guys really have to be able to dissociate what I tell you I'm doing and what I would recommend for you to do. I'm currently in Nepal. Just because I'm in Nepal, Mikey's not telling everyone, hey, come to Nepal. That's not. But people think that, like, oh, he's gone 276 days without eating, then I should too. When did I say that? There's a lot of like assuming in there. So just because I've gone 276 days without eating doesn't mean that you should do it. Okay, Mikey, what should I do then? You should eat every single day. You should eat every single day. You should eat every single day? Yes. So I should only fast on the weekends. No, you should eat every single day. I should eat every single day? Yes, eat every single day. Okay, cool. So I should just fast once a week then. No, you should eat every single day. Oh, okay, I should eat every single day, right? Yes, you should eat every single day. Okay, cool. So I should fast like at least like once a month. No, you should not fast once a month. You should eat every single day. Oh, you mean like eat every single day? Yes, eat every single day. Okay, so you mean like just fast like once a year, then do like a little fast cleanse detox? No, you should eat every single day. Okay, I should eat every single day. Say this with me. I should eat every single day. I should eat every single day. No fasting. No fasting.
No fasting.
It's cool because I have green, red, dark brown, and then yellow brown. I have all the colors.
So Tanu asked, why don't you eat every single day then?
Cognitive reasons. Brain. I'm going somewhere where you guys don't even know of, so it doesn't even matter why I eat or don't eat. My body was like this before I went this far. I already had the body. It's not about body aesthetics, health, or anything like that. There's a specific cognitive expanse I'm reaching because of it, while the confirmation is not atrophying in the process. I haven't gotten smaller. Because I haven't atrophied, it's the confirmation of what I'm doing. But you guys don't know what I'm doing. I'm not telling you I'm not going to tell you what I'm doing. It has nothing to do with aesthetics or health or anything like that. Actually, I will tell you a little bit what I'm doing. I'm using my mind as a signal to bring a certain state down into the earth. And the signal is empowered by the implication of what I'm doing. The eating has nothing to do with it. It's not eating. Eating is not. It's the other things I'm doing while I'm not eating, the meditations and everything else that's bringing a certain signal down into this realm. So that's why I look like the life that you see before you. It has nothing to do with physical aesthetics, but it has everything to do with like the realm creation. But the fact that I'm not atrophying means that you shouldn't do this, because if you did this, you get skinny and die. Like, I'm not telling you guys to do this. I didn't tell anybody to do this. You don't know what I'm doing. You didn't do the prep that I did to get here. You don't even know what it is, especially if you don't have the guide. So eat every day, bro, because you can get all the results you've ever wanted by eating every single day. I promise you, you never have to starve yourself. But if you hate yourself, you'll starve yourself. Don't hate yourself, man.
I am Rocco asked on IG, do you know how to do Astro Travel? And if you do, where do you go?
I'm too engaged in reality to care about Astro Travel. I love my life too much to care about going out. Like this life is so good. Why would I want to leave? It's for the weak and insecure. I'm not hating on anybody who does it, but I'm saying when this life is so good, right? Like, let's say this, I'm with my girl, right? And we getting down, we having fun. We're all oiled up. You know what I'm saying? Like we're having a good time. I'm not going to go leave that to go hang out with my boys. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like, hey, the dude's like, hey man, we're going to go play hockey. You want to come play with us? And I'm like, no, bro, I'm doing something. That's what Astro Travel is. This life is the intimacy with your girl or your man or whoever, and you're having fun and you're doing the stuff. But you leave this to go try to do something else. You only do that if this wasn't good. Because if this is so good and it's dripping, it's like, oh my God, it feels so good. Why would you leave? And that's what a lot of people do with it. It's a distraction. It's a deterrent from embracing the fullness of what life actually is. I'm not hating on anybody who does it, so I'm not saying get offended, but I promise you, this life, when it's so tantalizing that you're just having constant elation, why would you want to leave? They're leaving, it's escapism, because they don't like where they are, because their life sucks. But if you just gave that same energy to making your life better, you wouldn't want to leave in the first place. I had a beautiful girl come over yesterday, well, the day before yesterday. She spent the night, and like, you know, she's always like hitting me up and we're always talking and stuff like that. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm at home. She's like, okay, cool. Like the next day she hit me up like, hey, what are you doing today? I'm like, I'm just at home. Then she hits me up like the next day like, hey, okay, hey, what are you doing today? I'm like, I'm just gonna stay at home. And she's like, dude, you're always at home, like you never leave. And then she came over for the first time like 2 days ago, and she experienced here. She's like, I'm in the jungle, and there's monkeys here and birds, and the air is fresh and it's so peaceful and quiet. The house is lovely and beautiful. And she's like, oh my God, I see why you never leave home. Because I've made this place so good that it has the best energy. Nothing out there can compare. I can go out into the world, but it won't be better than what I have here. I made this the best energetic spot to be. I made this heaven on earth. So that way, when I'm here, I feel the fullness of life. There's nothing out there that can compare. And even she saw that. She's like, if I was here, I wouldn't want to leave here either. She's like, I want to come back. And I'm like, she can come back anytime. Because I make heaven wherever I am. I'm not trying to escape. I'm creating where I am now. All right, one more question, then I'm done.
Okay. Here, Teak said, I had started reading in the guide, but I just want to know what workouts do you do throughout the day? If not doing a workout, then what do you do exactly?
I just do the guide. So everything the guide says, I just do that. So as you read it, you're going to find out. Another question. Come on, guys.
Okay.
I love you, Heretic. Congratulations for getting the guide. It's going to change your life forever. Like, it's going to be the best thing you've ever applied. Once you apply this into your life, you're going to come into a fuller, greater understanding of what you actually are. You're going to achieve states of consciousness, and even in your physical body, that you didn't even know were possible for you. But you got to do it. So get ready for it. But yeah, I don't work out. So what do? I do the thing that you're reading. I do the guide. Like, it's telling you, bro, just read it. Like, page 1, the philosophy or the welcome. Page 2, philosophy. Page 3, do's and don'ts. Page 4, toxins. Page 5, methods. Page 6, self-love. I just do all that stuff, dude. Everything that's in there, I just do it. It's like the guy's nearly 400 pages. So there's a lot. It's not one thing, man.
So Broseed asks how you feel about smoking and drinking.
Well, how I feel is irrelevant, but what's the effects of it? Detriment. It's a compensation for escapism because the person doesn't like themselves and they hate themselves. They'll put in these harsh toxins that decompose their body and kills them. It blunts their cognitive functions. It blunts their ability to process what reality actually is, and it nullifies them towards engaging in real life. And they have no power or effect. This is why the weakest people endeavor in alcoholism and smoking, because they have no power. So they smoke their woes away because they don't recognize that they're dying. They don't actualize. They don't embrace. They may say, like, yeah, I'm dying, but they don't actually like embrace it, because when you do, you start to live. Another question. I'm gonna keep going actually until I'm done.
Okay. Tanu from TT said, so no one else can bring in that energy like you?
What are they saying? Like,
So that you said you were explaining how like you can bring what you're doing is you're bringing down the energy.
yeah, you can, but if you're not gonna do the basics, I don't trust you to be where I am. Like the basics are here. Yeah, but Mikey, I want to be here. I'm not gonna put you in a black belt tournament if you haven't even bought the gi for practice. That's the irrelevancy of this. Yeah, but Mikey, I want to be like you. Okay, cool. Do the basics I did. No, I don't want to do that. No, Mikey, I just want to be there, Mikey. No, I don't want to have to put out effort, Mikey. No, I don't want to be where you are. Then you couldn't sustain here because I put out a great amount of effort every second of every moment of every day. I'm conditioned to be able to put this out because of the basic steps that I've done, the fundamental steps. Get the guide, apply it, just do it. And then once you've been in it for some years, I've been in the guide for almost 5.5 years. I've been at this for this specific portion. I've been in like the health, fitness, all the other stuff for like roughly 23 years. But the power of the guide, I've been in it for roughly 5.5 years. They see 5.5 years of constant conscious engagement, like, but I want to be here now. Oh yeah, do the basic. No, tell me what you're doing. I don't trust you. All right, one more question, then I'm really done for sure.
I can scroll up.
Is that all of them?
That was majority of them.
I think because I'm going to be done, people are like, okay, I'm not going to ask any questions.
Yeah.
Man, but one more. Just one more, guys. Just one more good one. I'm feeling really good.
One more really good one. You want me to scroll up or wait for?
Yeah. Next question gets answered, whatever it is.
Okay.
I see Danny here on TT.
She said, it starts with loving yourself and knowing your body.
Yeah.
And then King of Dreams asked, how do we overcome addiction?
You don't. You embrace it. You don't overcome an addiction. The addiction is a placeholder of the lack of. So whatever you're not fulfilling to yourself, the addiction fulfills that for you. It's a sensation of without reciprocating the life back to you. That's why addictions are detrimental. That's why they take, because it's not the thing that needs to be there. It's hitting the ping, but it's not giving the fulfillment. So therefore it takes from you. The way to overcome an addiction is to embrace the addiction and be honest with yourself in that, and then embrace what it's trying to fulfill within you. You have to have the cognitive clearance to be able to interpret and process what this actually is in your life and your body and inside of you. But once you do that, it will tell you directly. And once you have that information there, the addiction breaks. Like, you don't want it anymore. You don't care, because now you want yourself because you fulfilled it with yourself. It's very easy. I talk about this in my Discord all the time. All right. That's awesome. You guys are amazing. I love you so much. Wusa, namaste, dandevat. I love you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Yeah.
All of it.
Konnichiwa. I love you guys so much. Thank you for being here. You can find this video on YouTube. We'll be posting it. So go to my YouTube and go check everything out. Danny better DM me because you're late, Danny. You're late. And I'm playing with you.
She said, bye, King.
Bye, King. I love you guys. But you can find us on YouTube. If you want the guide or the Discord, it's on my website, MikeyBreathes.com. If you don't want the guide, IDGAF. I don't really care, bro. It's all cool. Do whatever you want. And if you're not already following me on Instagram, because I gained I don't know, 30,000 followers in the past week and a half. That's kind of cool. Kind of blew up a little bit, So
Oh my gosh, it was a week and a half?
pretty much, a week and a half ago. It's only been a week or something like that.
Wow.
Maybe 2 weeks. You think 2 weeks? Either way, 30,000 people. I went from 29 or something like that to, I was at 29 for months. And then now I'm at 55. So it's all cool. Either way. Who cares? It's just numbers, right? But either way, if you want more content, you go over there. I'm on TikTok solely for lives. I like going live on TikTok because it was just good. But since TikTok has been non-generous to me, I don't know, I might move to another platform, might stream on YouTube or something else. But either way, I really enjoyed my time with you guys. Go follow the YouTube page. Go follow the Instagram. Go read the free articles that I have on my website. There's some free content on my website, like the Map of Life, which is kind of like an artsy, creative thing that I made just to talk about consciousness. But something free for you guys. There's a gift in there as well. You can find that on the subscription. Like whenever you sign up with the newsletter or whatever, like your email address, you can get the Map of Life for free. The protocol, there's a protocol in there. It's like $9, I think, something like that. Yeah, so there's stuff that's like free. There's stuff that's like inexpensive and stuff, whatever. Do whatever you. There's community in the Discord, so if you want, you can join the Discord. You get the guide for free and the meal plan if you sign up for the yearly membership of the Discord. And until then, I love you. So yeah, big hugs. I hope this was all the confirmation that you need to go live more. I haven't eaten in 276 days. I still drink stuff and living powder and everything else, blood, blah 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 blah. But either way, I have this amount of mental consciousness and engagement for nearly 2 hours nonstop, without supplements, without some sort of sniffing salt or something like that. And there's energetic vibrance beaming from my freaking body. And I look younger. One last time before we go. And then we're going to end with this. Whoa, that's crazy.
I think the electricity just went.
Might have.
Mm-hmm.
Last thing. 19, right? 19-year-old. No, you can't really see it, but yeah. 37. Nearly 20 years. 19, 37. You don't have to age. Either way. Bye, guys.